everybody. Hello. Oh, let me just adjust my frequency. Hello everyone. Hi everybody. Hello. Hi Spacey. I am very mentally tired after this week. I have to get back into it. I have to get back into remembering how to be a VTuber. If you're tired, please go and sleep, Spacey. Please go and sleep, anybody who's tired. But yeah, Tene is here. And it's been a lot. It's been a lot this week. I won't go too far into details. It's just been tiring and exciting at the same time because I know that I'm going to be able to do a lot more soon. Oh no! You're sick. Go and rest. Go and rest. Please don't worry about any sort of streak. Go and rest. If you're sick, go and rest. Make sure you have plenty of hot drinks to drink and that you aren't pushing yourself too far. But thank you for coming and seeing Tene, even though you are sick. Go and rest. Go and rest. Where do I start? I firstly want to start by saying thank you to yes, Spacey. Bossy. And I have to be bossy. My chat's so stubborn. The chat is so stubborn. I have to pull out the angry face in order to make chat. Go and sleep. Go and rest. If you're sick, leave the stream. Go and rest, everybody. So decrease Tene. Yeah. I don't remember where to begin. I don't remember where to start. I don't remember how to do this. Every time I go away, I lose a little bit of experience. And then when I come back, I'm back at the same level of not knowing how to do things. But I wanted to start off by saying, thank you for being so patient with Tene. I know that lately I've been really busy. I haven't been able to stream as much as I want to. I haven't been able to put out as much content as I want to. But I am going through a bit of a life transition at this point. I'm leaving certain things behind. And it's scary. It's scary and it's weird and strange, and I still don't really know where I'm going, but I feel like it's somewhere positive, one can hope. So please look forward to more things from Tene. And thank you again for being so absolutely patient with Tene. And I promise I will do my best. I'll do my best to give more of everything to all of you. More D&D, more art streams, more everything. That's all I'm gonna start off with. Let's not waste too much time. I know people want to come here and see something special, so I need to find a way to take care of these shortcuts. Turn on my frequency. Yes. Hello. We are going to do something very exciting today. We are going to finish off our first ever VTuber plush. And I'm gonna turn off one of the chats. There's too many chats. I don't know why there's so many chats, but there are a lot of chats. There we go. I think this is better. I think this is not bad. Yes, hello everybody. You can see I've got a little bit of it's not a sprain, but thank you for the pat Spacey. It's not a sprain, but my wrist has been hurting recently. It flares up every so often, so I've got this brace on today. not sponsored. It's just gonna keep me from bending it too much, and hopefully it will stay in place. And okay, bye. Thank you for the pat. And okay, I've left you all in the dark for long enough. I'm trying a new camera setup again. I think this might be the one because you can actually see everything. I'm not at risk at knocking the camera over yet. At some point it probably will happen. At some point I probably will knock over the camera, and then we'll see how it goes. Let me adjust a little bit so you can see me a little bit more. I worry I'll be going off screen a lot. Alright. So, as you all know, we have been working on our first ever Vtuber plush. And our first ever Vtuber is, of course, if you shouldn't bend my wrist. If you can see in the top right corner, it's Vella's Life, who's a very amazing VTuber who I now know actually does watch our videos, our live streams that we put up on the Red streaming platform. So hello Vella, if you are watching, I've tagged you for the final time because we're gonna finish today or else I won't sleep. And before I show you what I've done off camera, this is a little message to Vella if you are listening. I do want to send you this plushie if possible. If you would like to receive this plushie version of yourself, please find a way to contact me either through Twitter or Discord or anything. You can just tell me how I can send it. If there's a way I can send it to a post office near you or a box, or I don't know, just whatever way you're comfortable with. But please don't feel pressured to say yes to me sending it to you, because I made this plushie because I really admire you and I want to support you, and I want you to keep being able to be Vella and continue making awesome videos that I can watch every now and then. So please don't feel pressured about saying yes. Don't even worry about contacting me if you don't want to. I don't want to put any pressure on anybody. And I just wanted to make something I thought was really fun and awesome to make. I will say, if Vella doesn't want it to be sent though, I don't know what to do with it. I feel kind of bad leaving it in my house to just sit on a shelf. I feel like it should go to somewhere it can be loved. I'm not giving it away though, because it's not mine to give away. It's a plushie of Vella's life. Anyway, that's my message to Vella. If you're watching, thank you for watching. Okay, I've kept you on suspense long enough. Let me actually show you what I've done off camera. So this is the plush from last time, and you might have noticed, firstly, it's got a lot of white bits because felt sticks to chalk a lot, sticks to white foam. So this is just foam. All of these white bits are just foam. And yeah, I've done her ears. As you can see, I thought about making them like her ears here where they are transparent. So I thought about cutting out the middle bit, but I realized it wouldn't have a lot of strength and integrity. And it might have looked awesome, but I don't know how long it would have lasted. So I did just decide to give her the full, this is a stiff felt ears. I also embroidered in the blue streak and the red streak in her hair, and I finished off the edges here with embroidery as well. It's really painful because I did this last minute, so I did it when everything was already sewed in, which is much more difficult to do because there's so much cloth in the way. I thought about doing the rest for the edges of her hair, and I think it would look nicer, but it would take a lot of time, and my wrist is not gonna last that long, and I do want to move on to the next project. So even though I really love working on this plush, I do want to finish it, so I won't embroider the edges. And they're pretty decent. They still hold up pretty well. It's the kind of felt that doesn't fray. You can see there's more stuffing left on top of her. So I'm not going to embroider the edges. Look, let me just plug in my devices. They are dying. There we go. All right. Let's get my light. That's a bit better. Little bit of light. And you can also see that I have done her earrings. Not really happy with it because I couldn't cut exactly to the shape I wanted. Yeah, there's a little bit that still it sticks to stuffing as well, so there's a lot of foam stuck to it. A lot of stuffing stuck to everything. Not really happy with how the sword came out, but I kind of figured this was good enough, or else I would spend too much time on it trying to get a perfect tiny shape, and it would be too hard to sew as well. Her other earring, much easier to do, much more fun to do. I think she has butterflies beads if you zoom in, but I don't have those, so I substituted with this star beads. And of course the ribbon, she does have extra piercings here, so I did those on her ears as well. Don't look at the blue side, it's not as good as the red side. And if you can look in her head, in the mind of Vela, all the scrap cloth has been left over here. But it's not just her head that I have been working on, which, by the way, turned out much bigger than I anticipated. I thought it would be maybe this much, it'd be this big. But with all of her hair and everything, it's actually, I mean, you can see it compared to the size of my hands, it's pretty decently big. Aside from this though, I've not only been working on the head off camera, I've also been working on the body. Ignore how badly the paper plane is done. Tried my best. She does have a necklace. I wanted to keep her necklace with her. I wanted to do the crop top, I guess, with the shorts that she often wears. I think it turned out decently. And the coolest thing about this, which is unintentional, is I'm gonna say it can stand, but it's not doing it now. What's happened? There we go. It can actually stand. And with her head, it can actually also stand, but I have to find the right balance for it to do so. Almost. There we go. So it can actually stand with her head on it. I will try to keep it like this. Try to make it so that she is a standing doll, because I think that's really cool that she can stand. Unintentionally, she can stand. So I'm just gonna quickly pierce all of this over here, so that we at least have a marker for where the head and body should attach. If Vela is watching this, I apologize for sticking needles in your plush form. It's not gonna hold very well. So much hair as well. I'm gonna have to pin up her hair. Alright, so we can roughly see where everything should go. I'm not sure whether I should make the necklace so that it can be taken off. I think I will cut this frayed part over here and just stuff the excess into this plushie just so we don't waste it. That should roughly be. I'm gonna use the needles to very badly. Oh, what's wrong? Have I disconnected? Uh-oh. oh, why? Disconnecting? Oh, uh-oh. Am I connected back to chat? Am I back on Twitch? I suddenly just had a sudden disconnection. I think everything's alright. Yeah, I think we're back. That was strange. That was extremely strange. I had a sudden disconnection to the Twitch chat. It's the Twitch and everything. Everything just suddenly spiked up. Bella's power is too powerful. It's messing up my connection. Alright, this is roughly where we know to set everything. I don't know if I'm live again. I think I'm live. I see myself on Twitch. Hello, Brandon. Brandon Nurick. Hello, welcome. I don't know why a bunch of stuff on my... Oh. Bunch of stuff is not working today. Welcome to the stream. I'm so sorry. You've come in at a time where everything is just disconnecting. Nothing is working. It's just such a shame. This is supposed to be a really good stream. It's supposed to be a stream where we get stuff done. Nothing goes wrong. Everything happens. Hi, Plus. Welcome to the stream. Scarf was... Chat, we are scarfed again. Right when I was just putting the needles into... You know what? It's because I'm sticking needles into the Vela plush. Vela's not happy about it. She has called upon her kitsune powers. I like to imagine she is a digital kitsune. I don't know if there's anywhere that actually says what she is. Yes, I'm live again. I'm properly live again. Hopefully nothing else goes wrong. Hi, Meteorite. Hello. Okay. So we have the head and the body. Today we're gonna attach it all together. And don't worry, I also have arms that I'm going to attach onto the doll. Hi, Brandon. Hello, welcome to the stream. We are just gonna finish up this plush today, or else I'm not gonna sleep. So pray that I finish it up so that I can sleep on time. This is gonna be a bit of an awkward angle, and I actually think I'm gonna move her necklace down just a little bit, just so that I have space to work with the body. Hi, Nuke. Welcome to the stream. So lovely to see new faces and old faces. I've stuck all these needles in, but they're not holding, really. It's cause her head is really heavy. And the body is also, like, massive. So I'm gonna try my best to connect them up together. And it shouldn't take too long. You can see I did her V outfit design as well. So she has a little cutout along her clavice where the collarbone is. So I tried to replicate that. And I tried to do her crop top. Alright, and you can see that foam and stuffing is going everywhere because it just loves to be squeezed out of stuff. I'm gonna try my best to just attach it as loosely as possible by stabbing it with needles. Anyone come because they're a fan of Vela as well? Like I am. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again since I'm fittingly making her plushie. I would not be here if not for Vela's life, I think. Because she is one of the few people that not only inspired me, but she literally has very practical advice. I've been missing a lot of streams because work doesn't like me, says New. Oh, don't worry, you probably have to focus on work. But I'm glad that you made time today to come and join us on stream. I'm always glad to have you, and I hope we can relax a little bit from work. I'm going to actually rethread this because there are notes in this thread. Because that was not going to give me a proper smooth sewing experience. Get rid of this thread over here. I'm gonna rethread the needle off screen. I know all of you are busy. All of you are extremely busy. Thank you for coming down today and making time for Tene. And I hope that this can be a relaxing stream for you. If you need to head off to sleep, please do so. Don't stay up on my account. I want everybody to be well rested. And if you want to fall asleep to this stream, please go ahead. I'm more than happy to be relaxing for all of you. Thank you for the Pat Plus. I'm gonna try my best to finish everything today, or else I'm going to sleep. Nuke says there's already slept 12 hours. That's a decent amount of sleep. I think too long. Hello, Michiro. Hello, welcome to the stream. Man, there's a lot of you today. So many of you. Okay, before we move on, let me repeat what I was saying earlier. I just wanted to thank everybody for being so patient with Tene. I know I've been super busy. I haven't been able to do as much as I wanted to do, but rest assured, exciting things are happening, and I can't wait to have more available time for everybody and for myself as well. I'm kind of scared because it's this very scary thing that I'm embarking on. It's a whole new journey in life, but it feels right to do, and I'm just gonna see where it takes me, and I'm gonna do my best. But I wouldn't be here without all of your support. I wouldn't have decided to take a leap of faith without everybody being so encouraging and so nice and so absolutely supportive and lovely. And how many more adjectives are there in the dictionary that I can use to praise all of you? Let me use all of them. But yes, so amazing things will be coming in future, hopefully. I'm not leaving everything behind to become a VTuber. I'm not that delusional, but I will be definitely having more time to stream and to make dolls and to just make content for everyone and do more D&D for everyone and spend more time with the people that I want to spend time with. I know this is a horrible angle, but her head is so big that this is actually, I think, the best angle. You can sort of see the thread that I have in order to sew this doll in, to attach her body together. I'm using what is called a ladder stitch, and let's see if you can actually see it. You can sort of see it. It zigzags back and forth. You love the D&D streams. Oh, Nuke, thank you for being sub for 3 months. It does! Time does fly! I can't believe we've been doing this for 3 months. And thank you, Plus, for saying that you like relaxing while I make dolls. I try to make it interesting. I try to keep talking. I'm just gonna do a quick stitch around of this, and then maybe we'll go in further and stitch it up closer. But for now, we just want to do... It's kind of like a basting stitch. For those who don't know, a basting stitch is basically just a stitch to hold stuff together very loosely. It's not very strong, and you just do it as quickly and as loosely as you can, just to make sure everything stays together. This is sort of that, except it's a ladder stitch. Most basting stitches are straight stitches where all the thread just runs in a line. The ladder kind of goes back and forth, so it's a bit stronger, but because it's a bit looser, it is similar to how you would do basting stitches. I sound like I know what I'm talking about. I don't. I learned all of this on the internet. Whenever my sewing friends, and I do have wonderful sewing friends who make clothes and all that, whenever they talk about stuff, I just listen and start googling to see what they actually mean. But yes, let me tell you a bit about Vela, since I am sewing her plush. and hopefully I'll be able to pass it to her. But again, no pressure. If you are watching Vela and you don't want to have a plush in your house, it's, you know what, completely fine. I won't even say what happens to it. I'm terrible at social interaction. I'm terrible at interacting with people I admire. Just super bad at it. Horrendous. But yeah, so I wouldn't be around if not for Vela's life, who's one of the people who not only inspired me, very funnily, when I was thinking about becoming a VTuber, excuse me, I choked. I choked on becoming a VTuber. One of the things I did, and I think one of the things that anybody would do, is to look up guides, right? Look up tutorials, look up just whatever you can find, just a little bit of guidance to see how you can do something that you want to do. And I did come across various other guides. I did come across people talking about setup, talking about how to rig up a model, how to start posting videos and all that, which was super useful. I can't say that they weren't. See, when I pull it, the ladder stitch tightens and this becomes together. I don't know if I can zoom. I can zoom in. This is help. I'll try and keep it in here and I'll zoom out later on. So I came across all sorts of people, all sorts of tutorials, most of them very practical knowledge, very practical, how to set up your VTube studio, how to set up your cameras, how to rig everything, how to arrange everything, which, you know, super useful knowledge. I did use all of that. But one of the videos I came across that was a little bit different from the rest was by this VTuber called Bella's Life. And I think I had seen some of her videos before, but I never really paid attention because I wasn't interested in the VTubing space back then. But her video was talking about content creation and how... Oh, thank you, Neil, for resubscribing. Thank you, thank you. Oh wait, is it just subscribe to one? We shall go 100. We did? Wait, but I didn't see anybody fall. Also, thank you, Nick, for resubscribing. I just saw the 3 months thing. I didn't see the resubscribe. Thank you, Nick, for that. I'm sorry I didn't pay attention. We reached our goal of 100 followers, apparently. I don't know how. Thank you, mysterious followers out there. Can you follow someone without them receiving a message? Is that possible? Is this needle possible to go through in the right position? I don't know, but thank you, ghost followers out there, for following and being so nice. I'm gonna zoom out now. I don't think I can stay within the range of the camera boundary. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I always get so distracted when talking about things. But thank you, people, for following. Thank you so much. Thank you. It means a lot. It does. Yes. So where is I? Vela was actually talking about content creation, and I believe the first video I saw of hers was a video talking about how to come up with content to put out there. And she just said, I mean, the main advice is do what you like, right? And to an extent, that's the gist of it. But she was talking about how to take all your interests, all your social media interests, no matter how small, be it television shows, be it a movie, just start talking about it, start making content about it, start putting out things that you like. And I think it kind of struck me in that moment, because when I first started becoming a VTuber, the horrible story is that I just wanted to advertise like my art and maybe advertise a few different projects I was planning to work on. And I thought I'd be extremely corporate. I was gonna be very professional. I was going to be very cold to everybody and just show off what I want and not talk to people and not care, and just, you know, I just saw it as another advertising platform. And then I did this and I wanted to put out things that I like instead, because I remembered what she was talking about. To just put things that you like and people will like them, and you will find people who enjoy the fact that you like these things and just want to ramble on about them. entirely. I think if I hadn't seen a video, I probably would still be in the mindset to do this just as a sort of investment for myself to see how far I could come along. But because of her, and of course many others who I did see having so much fun in the space, and of course all of you amazing, lovely, lovely people, I fell in love with this. I fell in love with VTubing. I fell in love with making content, with editing, even though it's extremely tiring at times and I need more sleep. I discovered that I like doing stuff like making plushes. I never planned to make plushes online for people to see. It was always a hobby of mine that I just wanted to do in secret, that I didn't really like to show off. But I thought, hey, I want to do something I like for people to see, and making plushes is one of the things I like. So I just started putting them out there. Which is why, of course, when I started doing this, I said to myself, one of the first ever plushies I want to do is of my Oshis, and I wanted to do one of Vela because she had really inspired me, and I love watching her content. I love watching her talk about Alien Stage and Demon Hunters, and she's been covering a lot of Demon Hunters recently. A lot of sometimes smaller indie productions as well. She does it all, and that's great because there's always something of hers that I can find that I like. And I mean, can I just say her voice is really nice as well? I am a bit of an, did they call it an audiophile, where the voice is very important to me. I love to listen to people who have nice voices, and I can't really watch if there's not a nice voice involved somewhere. Which is why I was also hesitant to be a VTuber, because in my opinion, my voice is not one of the nice voices. It was one of the things that I really disliked about myself the most. And I still don't really like it, because I think it's annoying. I think my voice is annoying, but a lot of people online have said that it's not. And I'm gonna start trusting those people instead of always putting myself down. So thank you for, those of you who have said that you enjoy listening to my voice. At some point you'll probably get annoyed. I'm just waiting for that day to happen. But yeah, so that's how we came to be here. Also, chat. Watch this magic. You see how loose this is now, right? The moment I pull this string, everything's just going to... it just comes together. It's really satisfying when you pull the string and you see just everything tightens up. Thank you. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Newt, for saying that my voice is calming and nice. I know some people. I know Mitch has heard my voice in other places. I worry it's annoying. I always worry that it's too high pitched, too shrill. I also worry I interrupt people a lot. I never know when to come into a conversation. But this today isn't about airing my insecurities. You have plenty of streams to watch me air my insecurities. There are many streams out there where I'm just talking about the doubts I have. Oops, I'm sorry, you've been staring at her feet. Stop staring at her feet. Stare at her neck while I try to sew it together. Okay, so I've done the loose stitch around. Let me pull it a bit more because I can see it's a bit loose on this side. But I'm gonna go around it once more with another ladder stitch, because now it's properly attached, sort of, and I can worry less about holding the head steady and just actually go in and properly attach it, which is the best angle. Like this might be the best angle. the contrast of calming stream and the very tense game I'm in. What game are you playing, Nuke? What do you guys do like when you're on stream? Because I know a lot of people like me, they like to multitask. So you know, what do you do when you're listening to a stream and also doing other things? I like to listen to my friends' streams and stitch or play games usually. Can't do that if I'm using a sewing machine though. Bannerlord, says Nuke Fire. That's what they're playing. I've never heard of Bannerlord. Please do enlighten us if you are not too busy in the game. I want to play more games for people as well. I will get there. I will get into a steady flow of things. I'm going to just take it easier for the next few weeks, maybe until the next new year. the Asian one. Not the next new year, not the new year in 2027. I can't afford to take that much time off. I'm just gonna take it a little bit easy for a while and focus on putting out more content for everyone, spending more time with everyone, and also more plushes as well, because after we're done with the lovely Vella's Live plush, we are going to move on to not only our next VTuber, but also our raffle. For those who want to know when the raffle starts, stay until this stream ends. That's when it starts. And what I want to do in this raffle, so I'm gonna host it on Twitter, of course. I still refuse to call it X. I'm gonna host it on Twitter, and it will be very simple as me getting the music back. There we go. It sometimes pauses. I'm not sure why my touchpad is not working today. I'll go check and see why it's not working as intended. But yes, Nick is also telling us about the game they're playing. It's an open world-esque RPG, trying to get not attacked by an army of 9,900 while I'm trying to capture a town, but it's not going well. Good luck, Nick. I hope you manage to capture that town. Yeah, so there will be a raffle later on at the end of the stream on the Twitters, as always. It will be very simple. You just need to comment on it with a picture of what you want to be made into a plush. And oh no, you got taken prisoner. And you will I forget what I was gonna say. Yes, just comment on the post with a picture of what you want. My tongue not working. What you want to be turned into a plush. It can be a VTuber, it can be an animal, it can be anything you can think of, really. Ayomoime! So the rules of the raffle are, yes, comment on the raffle with an image, a PNG of your what you wish to be turned into a plush. It can be a VTuber, an animal, anything you desire. The only rule is please no NSFW. I will not turn anything NSFW into a plush. I don't do those sort of soft toys. I do this sort of soft toys. And I also reserve right to not take designs that might be overly complicated. I will try my best, but just know I am one person. And look, Bella, I love Bella's design. Her design is amazing. It's not too difficult, but she's got so many tiny little bits to her that I love working on this, but I also can't wait to be finished with it. That's the artist. I love doing this. I had a great time doing this, but I also want to move on to the next thing, so I can't spend so much time on every single detail. I've already spent so much time on her eyes, which I will never skimp on in this channel. Love the eyes. She has very beautiful eyes, by the way, in her model, which I don't know if she drew herself, but she definitely rigged herself. So yes, I will try my best, but just take note that if your design is overly complicated, I reserve right to just say, I'm sorry, I don't think I can do that within 2 weeks. It's gonna take too long, and at that point, I think I have to ask for a commission. Other than that, anything else is accepted? For those in my Discord, I will also put up a Discord channel or Discord media post where you can also put in your raffle pictures. You can do it on Discord and on Twitter, and I will take your vote as double because I want to reward the people who are in my Discord, who have come and you know, watch me just fumble around in Discord and post things in Discord and share all your lovely stories in Discord. So yes, you will get twice the amount of votes and twice the potential, but also twice the unluckiness if you don't win. And at the end of the day, when everything's collated, I'll probably let it run for a week. I will put everything into just a wheel. I'll put everything into a wheel, a random wheel, and I'll just randomize whoever is gonna get the plush. Or whoever is gonna win their plush design. Alright? And if it's a VTuber, you can let me know. Do you want me to try and get in contact with somebody and try and send it, but under your name to them? You know, let me know. Let me know how you want to handle it. And I'll make it on stream. I'm gonna try and do these raffles monthly. Because I think we spend about 2 weeks on a plush. Roughly, to get it done. I know I do a lot of things off stream, but I think it's easier if I do just do them solo in private, just so you can get a handle of where it's meant to be and pace the streams accordingly. If I took this whole stream to do everything, to do the body, to do the arms and all the hair embroidery from scratch, I think we'd be here for more than 7 hours. And I would get very, very nervous that we would be here for more than 7 hours. So I did them off stream. But all the important parts, like attaching a head to a body, attaching everything together, I will definitely do it on stream for everyone to see. If stuff goes wrong, then stuff goes wrong then. Okay, we're nearly done with the head, I think. Never really that great at attaching, to be honest. And it's a little bit harder because I have to hold it up further so the camera can see it. I say the camera can see it, but it feels like you guys are just barely able to see where everything is going. Should be the stitch that brings it all together. I'm just gonna squeeze on the head a bit to try and force the foam and stuffing inside to hopefully connect two parts together. Is it a little bit lopsided? Maybe hold it like that. I think I can bring in more of this part, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stitch it up a little bit higher. Yeah, because you can see there's a bit of a gap over here. So I'm going to stitch the body up a bit further into the head on this side, just so there's a bit of a stronger attachment and it's a little bit less lopsided. Yeah, so the raffle's gonna take place after this stream, so stick around. I force you all to have a reason to stay. You're not allowed to sleep anymore. You had your chance. I told you to go and rest. If you didn't take it, too bad. No, but please do rest if you need to. But it's gonna run for a whole week. There's no rush. There's no rush. Gonna make sure everyone has plenty of time to come down and leave their votes in for who I do next. Can I bring the hit down more? Do I want to bring the hit down more? Do I want it to rock back and forth? I might. Yeah, I might stitch the hit down a little bit more. I'm not a fan of the rocking back and forth that much. It's gonna be a bit snug. And I'm still a little bit injured. My wrist is a bit painful. It happens. I think it's an old injury that just flares up from. It's nothing serious. Yeah, I'm really worried that if sending a doll to anyone, I'm always worried that I might have left a needle inside. Rest assured that I don't think there are any needles left inside here. And so far, all the ones that I've given out have not had a needle contained in them, very luckily. But you never know. Always gotta be careful. Always gotta give them like the plush squeezing test to make sure you don't get stabbed by a needle. Who do you guys want to make a plush of? Want me to make a plush of? I know some of you got. I know Simpanzee has a few fans over here who want him to get a nice plush. I hope he wins, but I will leave it to the random gods. Sorry, I'm just testing the head and making sure that it's meant to be. I wanted to be able to show off the black collar just to show that it is a cut top, but it kind of disappears a little bit under the head, which, you know, it's alright. I prefer that it is stable over it being shown anyhow. Of course, a few people are not allowed to participate in the raffle for themselves, which is, of course, my good friend Rise and my other streaming friend, Nabe, because they already have plushies in the lineup. Rise, of course, one of the people who also inspired me to start streaming. He would vote Rise. Too bad you can't, because she's already gonna have a plush of herself. She doesn't have a choice. No, she has a choice. She said she's okay with it. I'm gonna remove some of the needles before I stab myself. Keep the hair up so I can see. The hair is getting in the way. I love these long locks, but again, get in the way when you try and do stuff. Yes, Nabe. I'm gonna do one for Nabe as well because, fun fact, Nabe was one of the first ever, or they are the first ever streamer to talk to me when I first started doing VTubing. They just came into chat. I think it was like one of my earliest streams. They came in, they said hello. I didn't know who they were. I was incredibly nervous, but they were very nice. And Nuke is still getting irritated by their game. I didn't intend to make her plush so big, but it just came. When I realized the head was as big as it was, I had to make the body, you know, also fitting it. This is how you sew. This is how you sew them together, standing on their heads. You want to reinforce the neck because it's one of the weak points of the plush. But yeah, so Nabe and Rise will definitely. Hi, Silfern! Hello, hello, you did make it! Welcome to the stream. Hello, I've missed seeing you. I know you're very busy too. Thank you for catching us on this stream. Nuke is just raging over that game. I'm sorry, Nuke. I hope you have better luck. Yeah, so pick another streamer besides Rise and Nabe, because they will be coming. Not too soon, because it takes time to make plushes. I think I can do maybe one every two weeks, and even then I'm not sure if I'll do one every 2 weeks. But yeah, pick your favorite person. I'll do my best to recreate them in plush form. Okay, let's see if her head distribute stuffing. Not so bad. I mean, of course, it's much heavier, so she will tilt back a bit, which I think is fine. And she's standing straight. Can she stand? Sort of. I know it's a really bad angle, but she can sort of stand. Maybe if I get the balance of everything right. Sort of. Not really. She might be too head heavy at the top. Mitch says I would pick rat bones, but getting a plush to them if they win will be tougher. I don't know who that is, but I'm sure, we'll find a way. She was standing for a little while. Okay. Somewhat worked. I'm gonna redistribute the fluff around by her head. I think that's not so bad once this is pulled tight. You can see that it doesn't rock back as much. If I let go of the tension, of course it does. But this is not so bad. So I'm gonna do a few more stitches. Again, just to reinforce the head area, because it's one of the most flimsy areas there is in a plush. That's why so many young plushes get beheaded. Because the neck is their weak point. Let me just concentrate on doing this head up correctly. The first part, I think. Bye, Sylphern. Bye bye. Have fun. Good luck with whatever you need to do. Nearly done. After this, I'm gonna make the final few stitches. Let's just test her head again. And yeah, it's holding. It's doing okay. It's all right. I think it's fine. If I stand her straight, it does look like this, which is all right with me. I think maybe I would have tried to stitch this in a bit more, but you know what? What's done is done. So I'm just gonna finish off these stitches over here. Get the earring out of the way. Tighten everything up, because ladder stitches, if you don't do them tight enough, they can leave like, you can sort of see a little bit of back and forth here. Is fine. Just gonna stitch this up with a bit of a, I don't know what stitch this is. I don't know. I just know this helps connect it all a bit better. Then we're gonna finish up with I think this is actually called like a surgeon's knot or something. Ironically, a lot of surgery stitches line up with sewing stitches. So if anybody ever needs a suture, maybe I can do something. All right, so this is what it looks like now. When she stands, can she stand? Let's see. She can stand. She can stand. I know you all can't see it because this is a top-down angle, but she can stand. Okay, so I'm gonna finish off the thread by pushing it into the neck, getting it from this end. This is how you close off stitches in like plushies, by the way. You basically go through the plush, pull it as tight as possible, and you're just gonna cut and watch that stitch vanish back inside the plush. I'm gonna do another stitch here because you can see the tensions here. I'm gonna do one more stitch over here just to bring it down, and then we're gonna work on the arms. But we are making progress. We are managing to do this. Hopefully in a timely manner. The arm should be less difficult. I can't get this thread off the needle. By the way, for those who don't know, the next person who is on the plushie list, aside from whoever wins the raffle, is somebody by the name of Necronival, who is one of the other people I quite admire in the space because they were one of the earliest VTubers I started following as well when I was looking at VTubers. They are just infectious. They are so energetic, so lovely, and really very cute and very fun. So I also want to do a plushie of them. They do have a few plushies of themselves out already. I'm going to try, after that I'm going to try and do VTubers that don't have plushies out of themselves. You know, the ones that should have one, but for some reason or another they just don't. So I will take it upon myself to stitch them a plush. Is that too pretentious? And I'm excited for the Carnival because they have an amazing design, but I'm also really worried because their design is very complicated. Very complicated, and they already have a few different plushes of themselves, so I'm gonna pick a design that they haven't made a plush of yet. Okay. Hopefully they will like it if they do see it. I really just want to make plushes of the people I like. And, you know, hopefully gift it to them if possible. But again, no, I don't want to put I don't want to put pressure on people to receive a gift, you know? A lot of people have said, oh, they'll be happy to receive it, but I don't know. What if they aren't? What if it's, I don't want to presume stuff. I'm always very worried about other people and whether or not they will actually like what others do. I know that's weird to say. I have extremely bad social anxiety and paranoia. I won't get too much into detail online. It's just been a bit bad these few days. It's been quite bad these few days. I've had, suppose you can call it, it's not exactly a panic attack. Thank you for the pat, Mitch. Thank you. It's not exactly a panic attack. It's just I get very deep into certain thoughts at time, and they're not good thoughts to have. I won't say what they are. I won't go into detail. I'm not gonna trauma dump on everybody. I will never trauma dump on any of you. If I do, that's the day I quit. But yeah, I've had negative thoughts as of late, and they're often very irrational. I know they're not real, but when you can't help but think of them sometimes. For anybody else who might have the same kind of social anxieties or paranoia or delusions, you know, they're not real. Things are not as bad as you make them seem. You're not alone, and everybody cares for you much more than you know. And if you're very worried, just talk. Just talk to me. No trauma dumping, nuke fire. We do not trauma dump here. I want to create a mentally healthy environment where people can come and relax, and you know, they ask permission to trauma dump, and they will respect what other people say. There's nothing wrong with you know, being honest with your feelings, but I always say you should ask the person, are they in the right space to hear your feelings? Because you never know what somebody else is going through. Maybe they're just not in the right mind to, because they're dealing with their own stuff. So I always want to be aware of the feelings of others first. And it's not that they don't want to listen to you or that they don't want to, you know, be a good friend to you. It's just because they got their own stuff to deal with, and you should also respect them. You want to have your own feelings and time respected. that is Tene's word of advice. Nuke says, my brain loves to make stupid scenarios over and over again. Hey, your brain is trying to protect you using fear, because it thinks that in order to stop you from doing something that they think might go bad, they're gonna use all these fearful, awful scenarios that might not be true at all. It's trying to protect you, but sometimes the brain is overprotective, and it hurts you more than it is protective. So you got to say thank you, brain, for trying to protect me, but you gotta recognize that these scenarios probably aren't gonna happen, and there might actually be more positives if you try, you know, doing what you want to do. But I'm no therapist. I'm not qualified in anything. Certainly nothing of the mind or psychology. So if you need professional help, please seek professional help. Tene cannot provide it. I need professional help. Somebody needs to come and tell me what to do in life, so that I can stop being such a socially anxious person. It's not inspirational mix. It's just, you know, I've been through it. I still go through it. I have bad days. I have good days. And you learn to deal with it slowly over time. I don't ever want to come across like I'm a perfect person. You know, I'm not. I have days where they are not so good as well. But we can all learn to slowly, you know, manage our feelings. We don't ever stop feeling them. We just learn to manage them better. And to be fair, nobody knows what they're doing in this world. All just figuring it out. Oh, I should have sewed the arms on before I sewed the head. Realize that? It's alright. How do I want to do these arms? Now that's the question. Guess I could do it like that. I just split it out open. Now figure a way out to tuck everything. Another ladder stitch. Yeah. So the arms will sort of look like this. Without all these sticking out, of course. She's got so much stuff on her, which I really like, but ouch, they get in the way of sewing. I'm at this here. Bye, Nuke. Have a fun time gaming. Bye bye. Thank you for stopping in. Always fun to see familiar faces. Let's try. Spin. Should have done the arms before I actually did the head. I forgot that I was gonna do that. Never mind, you just see me struggle a little bit to try and figure this out. Pin her hair back up. Anyone does receive plushies from Tene, by the way, please hand wash the plushies. I don't know how strong my stitches are. I think they can hold up in a washing machine. I've had plushies hold up in a washing machine before. But you know, better safe than sorry. They are all hand stitched, so hand washing would probably be the best way to go. But yeah, I am, as I was saying earlier, I do have quite bad social anxiety and paranoia. Undiagnosed, but bad enough that I don't think I can diagnose it at this point. I want this to be a place where people can come and have a safe space to just enjoy themselves. And you know, anything going on, everyone is respectful of each other's time and feelings and all that. That's the dream. That's the dream community, right? You always see all these horror stories about communities that, you know, that are either very antagonistic to themselves or they put certain actions on a pedestal. Just so hard to what's the word? To be real with them in a way. I mean, nothing wrong with having idols and all that. People you admire, people you just want to know on an entertainment basis. That's fine. It can hard to be who you really are with people who put you on a pedestal. Which is why I have all this stuff remind you I'm human and horribly flawed. That's why all the scuff exists. No, it's on purpose, chat. The carefully cultivated image. This is really slippery. Think the arm is attaching nicely. Somewhat, it's attaching somewhat nicely. I do have to sort of stretch the doll apart. Just get my needle in where I want it to be. How many times have you poked yourself with that needle? Only once today. Not been so bad this stream. Usually I do accidentally poke myself once or twice while sewing. Just because I've never worn a thimble. Ice cream hermit, by the way. Welcome to chat. I don't use thimbles. I probably should. But when I learned how to sew, I didn't have them. So I never used them. Watch me fight. I'm fighting with my I can clickbait. I can say I'm fighting with my Oshi on camera. Really, just fighting with the doll, trying to get it to stay somewhat still so I can sew in the stitches. My head's too big. I should have sewed the arms before I did the head. But we live and we learn. We live and we learn and we fight with our Oshis. I can't imagine what it looks like on stream. Just me wildly flailing around the doll. And then sometimes you see a needle. Oh. No, Hermit, please don't take after me. You should definitely still wear a thimble. Ugh. Yeah, extra fluff. Please wear a thimble when you're sewing. Especially if you're doing stuff like this. I was tempted to get a curved needle. I saw a curved needle a few days ago and I thought, you know what? I don't need that. Let's not waste money on it. But now, I really wish I had a curved needle. And the sad thing is, the next time I see it, I'm gonna say to myself again, no, I think we're fine. I don't think we need it. All the weird angles I need to come at this from. It's working though, somewhat. It's a struggle, but it's working. I can see now where my wrist started to hurt prior. I finally understand why. It's because I've been doing this. Okay. Think arms pretty sturdy. Yeah, I did want it a little bit higher so it can, like, the shoulder comes out here, but you know what? This is fine. It's fine. If I tell myself it's fine, it will be fine. So my arms, I guess the arms will come out like this. Which is alright, maybe it works with a longer body. Thank you, Hermit. I'm glad it looks decent. Once the other arm is done, we can call it done. Isn't that great? Yeah, ouch. Ow! Ow! Ah, it's begun. Pretty sturdy. Now we just need to finish out the other arm and hope it roughly looks the same. Or she could only have one arm. No, but she has two. You know what? It's you're right. Why doesn't she only have one arm? Why didn't you make one? Oh, it sounds horrible. Making a one-arm model, just like if you're not actually missing an arm in real life, it'd be really strange, wouldn't it? I mean, you do you. Your model. Ah, your model is what you want it to be. Music stopping. Get that back on. Hope this arm is easier to sew. Wow. The stitching ripped out. The stitching ripped out. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, muff. Still make this work. Still workable. Sorry for being silent, chat. I'm just trying to wrestle with this arm a little bit. It's a little bit tricky, and I get really concentrated in it. I just don't talk because I'm trying to make sure that nothing gets like ripped out by me just pulling at it. I also have to make sure that the arm is symmetrical with the rest of the body, because if it's not, then then what have I done? I'm gonna have to rip out an arm and start all over again. Alright, so the arm is here. Is that... It's roughly around the same spot. I think I could bring it up a bit higher. It's roughly about here. You see, I wanted to have a shoulder bit, but it's fine. I guess this is her... this is her top. Usually she has like a cut off shoulders, but it's fine. It's not one of those. Yeah. It's a moment of solidarity, silence. You're just all straining to see whether I can do this correctly. Everyone's on the edge of their seat. Will Tene make the stitch? Or will Tene fail? Okay, it's going alright. I'm kind of sad to see this one go when it's done, because I really had a fun time with it and I enjoyed, you know, making a plush of my Oshi. One of my Oshis. I've got more than one. Not I have multiple. I have three. I have three Oshis. I have three people that I mainly credit with me being a VTuber, and I admire them extremely, extremely much. I don't think it's a secret who they are, honestly. Vela, obviously one of them. Necronival, Rise, those are my three. And everybody else is my friends that I admire a lot. But those three are stuck there forever because without them, I wouldn't be here wrestling with a plushie, trying to not only fight with it stitching, but also trying to make sure that it's shown on camera. Because I'm not very good at getting it on camera, because I keep wiggling around too much. Maybe I should get like a camera that is on me, right? A camera that's stuck on me. So whenever I move or look, but no, I can't do that, because what if I look over at my a mirror or my setup? I don't want to put that out online. My setup is a secret. It's the wasteland. I don't want you guys to see the rest of the wasteland. Such a wasteland. The post-apocalypse is not meant for all of you to see until some nondescript year in the future. Oh gosh. I wanna say things like, oh my god, Vela, why is it so hard to stitch you? But I also feel weird calling a plush Vela because she's a real person. This is just a plush version of. It's a plush version of her, and I've taken like liberties in designing it. No parasocialism here, even for our Oshis. Except the one Oshi that actually is my friend. How damn it, that's like she's forcing you to prick yourself with countless sewing needles. Thinking of clickbait titles, my Oshi. I can't think of anything clickbaity. Someone come up with a clickbait title for me. Fighting with my Oshi. Tossing my Oshi around. Sorry, you're not seeing much. You're only seeing like a red ear because I keep moving it around so much. There, you can see it. You can see where I'm wrestling with the stitches. I think it's not as bad as the other arm. The other arm was super slippery. This one is a little bit better. Bella, you're getting move it so that I can see the stitches. I don't know if I should talk to every plush like this. Is it weird? Like you're talking like they're real people. I mean, they are real people, but the plush is not a real person. Forced to make a plush for my Oshi. I was forced by myself. I had a creative urge, and that creative urge forced me to... That's how I do all of my plushes, don't you know? I have a creative urge to do a plush, and I usually do it for people. I usually don't make plushes for myself. Even at the start, my goal was always to try and give it to people, because I don't like keeping them for myself. I feel bad if I keep them for myself and they're just sat somewhere, you know, to exist and be displayed. I want to give stuff to people that like having them and be able to give them a better home than I could. So yeah, force myself to make the plushes and then I give them away. Stay with us, Tene. The plush can't hurt you. But what if it can? It's already hurt me. Look at my wrist. I don't know if it is actually because of the sewing that my wrist has flared out recently. To be fair, I have been doing a lot of typing as well, so Never mind. It just comes in randomly, honestly. Sometimes drawing can even like it's not consistent. It's not very often that it hurts, but once in a while, like every few months, it just suddenly gets painful. On the other hand, you could make an Oshi shrine if it. No, that'd be so weird, right? Like, I imagine. I mean, it's nice to have fans, but I imagine anybody would be creeped out if you made a whole shrine of them, and they're real people. No hate to those who make shrines of fictional people. I think that's fine. It's cool. It's a bit weird to do it to somebody who is real. Also, I don't want to start a parasocial relationship. An anti parasocial relationship, as you all will know. Never want to cultivate the wrong idea to be. I guess I could make, if it's many Oshis, it's less weird, right? Because if it's just one person, you're obsessed with that person. But if it's many different people that you admire, then it's just a dedication to many different people, and you're not just creeping on one person. Okay, can we justify it like that? Oh, there's a needle. Right, there's needles in her hair. I need to remove those needles that are in her hair before I squeeze it and get stabbed. Okay. No more needles. No more needles. Doing a needle check. It's a bit, maybe the head's a little bit lopsided, but you just gotta let it go. I'm gonna see if we can loop her. It's a bit, because it's very long. I cannot. Too long. It's not long enough to like make a loop through so that I can make it shorter. Almost have a knot. Not really. No, not really. Get it? Right. But then you can go on her stream and say I have a shrine for you, but handsome. No. No. I can barely speak to her when she comments on a video. I don't think she doesn't stream also, which is a shame. She played Dispatch recently. I want to watch that. I want to watch her Dispatch playthrough. Sadly, the full stream is for members only, but it's fine. I'll watch the highlights and just enjoy that. I've kind of made a knot. Not really. So it's a little bit shorter. Not by much. Bring it up to here. I don't want to sew it down though. Kind of knotted it a little bit. It's kind of a little bit shorter. Again, not really. But look, it's our Vela doll. But wait! You think that I'm done? You think this was all I did off screen, chat? You think, I'm sorry for shaking. You think that this was the extent of what I did off screen? You are wrong! Because I also have the jacket that she wears. I made this. It has a real zipper. The issue with this is that I didn't realize until I actually tried to zip it up that I put the zipper on backwards. So you have to reach underneath to zip it. But she doesn't wear a zip, so it's fine. But yes, chat, you thought I was done? No. My hair is in the way. I made it so that the arms would fit through, and it is longer than her arms, but there's a screenshot of her where it is longer than her arms, so it's fine. It's accurate. This is accurate to the real life digital rigging, and it actually does go down to like her knees, so this is fine. Okay, she kind of wears it like this, so you can see I did the embroidery as well. Is there any way I can flying? It is our Vela plush. I'm afraid to put down the camera in case I drop it. Maybe this is the best. Lean away. This is the best angle we're gonna get. Ta-da! It's our Vela plush. Don't fall. Don't fall, camera. She's much bigger than I anticipated, and also the jacket was a last minute addition, but I really wanted to do it. Yes, let's celebrate with squats. Thank you, Plus. But let me admire her a little bit longer. Let me look at her a little bit longer. You can tell the arms are really short. The jacket really does come all the way down. I don't know what the backing was, so I made it purple. She does have this really beautiful jacket that she wears in most of her videos. Yes, this is Vela. Let me free her earring first. And again, that Vela's live. If you are watching, please. Oh my god, Twitch K-Ban, you just wait, I didn't see that. K-Ban just subscribed Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, K-Ban. You really didn't have to, but thank you. Thank you for subscribing, K-Ban. It means a lot. And thank you, Plus, for the squats as well. Also means a lot in a different direction. Okay. Let me put my needle in the proper holder first, or else it's gonna get lost and I'm gonna get pricked on it after a while. I wanna admire her more, but I'm gonna do squats first. Thank you again, K-Man, for the 4 months. Thank you so much. I will have badges one day, and just not now. I will admire her a bit more. Let me just do my squats first, as commanded by Plus of chat. Alright, celebratory squats, everybody. 1, 2, 3, don't cheat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Thank you for the hydrate, Hermit. I don't have my drink. I don't have water with me now, but I'll hydrate. I'll hydrate after this. I'll go and get water after this. Let me just admire what we've done together. And we have done this together. I wouldn't have made this without all of you. Me. You can see that there's a bit of black fuzz on her face. It's from the hair. Hair sticks to the face. But yeah, this is our Vela plush. Let me close up on some of the details. Her ears. The ears, which are both ways. Her hair. Little top knot. Her face. Her face, which was the one of the most fun to make, but also one of the hardest, because yeah, embroidery is fun, but it hurts your fingers. Her eyes. All of this is embroidered. The earrings. Okay, her actual earrings. We did this. Hermit was instrumental. Without them, I could never have done it. A little airplane. This is real paper. I didn't fold it very well. I didn't have the right markers, but I'm happy enough with the color. Her jacket. Of course, in her arms, they have the... She does have these markings on them. They're a bit hard to see in this light. They're white. I did it with paint. Yeah. I'm really proud of this. I'm really proud of the jacket especially. I just did it in one night. Sold a miniature jacket. Trying to find a way that you can showcase all of it, but it's really such a big doll. It's really hard to put it into a single frame. I will take a picture of it. I will put it on our Discord. Speaking of, alright everyone, I am going to go onto the X, the Twitter, the actual Twitter. I'm gonna post up a raffle. I should have pre-written it. I realize now. I should have pre-written this so that I wouldn't have to spend time writing it on stream. I'm also gonna go to our Discord, our lovely Discord, in case any of you want to join. I think most of you are there already. I'm gonna go to both. It's gonna lag a lot because it always does whenever I stream and I try to go to other websites. It just lags so much. Okay. Let's me open up a media thread in our Discord. Plushie of the month raffle. Gotta enter a message. Posts. Reply. Reply with a picture of who you'd like to see turned into a plush next on. Okay, new plush will be showcased on stream. Winners are random. Squad members get twice the vote. They also comment on Twitter. No NSFW. Tene results right. They refuse any plushes. Plushie designs. Okay. I should take a picture of this, but I don't have my phone with me because my phone is the camera. Actually, yeah, you know what? See me put on my toggles. Okay. Let me go to here. Let me do all of what I always do. Yes. So I'll be here. I'm gonna take off my phone. Stop filming. I'm gonna free it from its device. Have that, it's free. Gonna take a picture of the plush. She can kind of stand. She's good. I'm sorry, I'm doing all of this live. I know. I should have planned ahead. I should have done this way before. But it's fine. We're fine. We will do it live. We'll do everything live. I can see her head is maybe a little bit lopsided now, but you know what? That's fine. Okay, taking a picture of her. I'm gonna post on our Discord. On our bunker Discord. Let me... Again, we are doing this live. We're doing this live and scuff chat. We're in this together. Let me transfer photos over. And then when I receive them, we'll post it on Discord and Twitter. Give me all of 5 minutes. We will do this in 15 minutes maximum, and then we will also spend another 10 minutes having to figure out who to raid. Let me download the pictures, please. Okay, it's coming together. Please don't leave. Hold on, chat. We can do this together. We'll post it up together. It will go. I promise you, it will go live. Do I need to find someone to enter for me if I don't have X? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. You can get somebody to put up the same image as you, and it will count as 2. It will still count as 2. I don't want to put it to too many places, or else it'd be difficult for me to gather the names, and I'd be worried I miss out people. I was gonna say make sure to tag whoever you want made into a plush, but I think that might be annoying to the people who actually get tagged. I don't want anyone to get like flooded with, well, not flooded. It's not gonna be that big, but still. Okay, I'm gonna post it on Discord now. And then I'm gonna go over to X or Twitter. I refuse to call it just X. And I'm gonna post up the same thing over there if it would ever load properly. What is that? Is that screenshot I have of Vela that I also wanna put up? Or is it in screenshots? I'm sorry, chat. I don't know where it is. Don't know where anything is. It's all gone topsy-turvy. Okay. I know what I wanna do. Bear with me. I'm gonna put it up on Twitter so that we can vote now. We can want for what you want now. I'm panicking because everything loads really slowly. Also, I can't find the picture of her that has the jacket, and I can put it as a side by side of. Too sparse. She needs to post up more of her model. Doesn't post up enough. But it's in our Discord. Go and vote now for who you wanna be turned into a plush. It will go on for a week. You heard it here first. Well, I struggle to get it on X as well for people to see. Oops. Clicked another post by accident. I hope you guys are entertained by the lack of stuff going on. I haven't been looking at chat. I don't know what. So I have to reply in Discord, not X. So. If you see me touching my toggles, because I'm pressing stuff, they're all bound to numbers. So, instructions. Let me make it clear. You know what? Let me just make it easy. If you're on my Discord, you get twice the number of votes automatically. But I would appreciate it if you also go out to X and comment there, just so I know. Just so I know that it's on both sides. Please comment on Twitter. Let me copy paste over the instructions. Again, I should have prepared all of this beforehand. Should I put up the instructions here as well? Let's put in small print that. Okay. Figuring it out slowly but surely. Thank you for bearing with me. You can probably see, like, just going through all the toggles as well, so you can just see my model changing as I unprofessionally try to get this up. I should be clear, I don't think I'll be sending people the plushes because shipping is expensive. Unless you are willing to. Unless you like to cover shipping. Then I'm kind of worried about that. Oh, nice. Thank you for the pat plus. Thank you. Having your support means a lot, all the same. Alright, I posted it on the Twitters. Posted it on the Twitters. Yes, I'm done. Okay, alright. We're gonna call it. We're gonna call it here. I'm gonna send people to go and raid people, as I always do. Thank you so much for staying on this stream with Tene. Isn't it amazing what we made together? Okay, let me look at people that we can raid. I'm gonna take a break for this weekend. I'm busy this weekend. I've gotta wind down this weekend, rest my hands. But we will come back with more of everything. Okay? This person looks fun. Her name or their name is Clapping Donuts. They're a digital artist. Yeah, I think I'm gonna rate them. Clapping they seem fun. and they're having fun talking to that chat, and the chat, it looks cute. The drawing is a bit sexy looking, so just a fair warning for people going into the art stream. It is a sexy looking drawing, but they look like a fun artist. So we're gonna rate them, and then I'm gonna go and rest my spine and my hands. Thank you again, everybody, for coming in. It was really good to spend time with all of you. Get some rest. Bye bye. Thank you for the pat packet. Bye bye. And it out.